Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Here's Burrow.
35-yard line.
Now he's going to step up and run. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 20. And the Bengals first down.
An inside give, Brown. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 11 carries, 70 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the 29, here's second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 16.
They're passing here, and Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
Ball sits on the 10, second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On the option left, it's Burrow.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers. And hopefully what set them last week resolves itself this time around.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 15 carries, 76 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the
Allen now looks to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
It's a game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Allen.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Allen to throw once more.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 43-yard.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Their own 28-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Now
3.
Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki.
3rd and 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
That finds his target, Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back and He's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. That's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Shakir hauls it in.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. Second down. Now Allen. From left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 45 yards. And the Bills are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
The Bengals, first down. First and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fast footwork by White.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up second and
Throwing now is Allen.
He's got the connection to Moore.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Jones on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he fires one incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to throw. That's caught right side by Palmer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On play action, Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
21. Bills 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been incredible all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he just recently eclipsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to get this out to Chase. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
116 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2.
2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the Cincinnati first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Bengals at 7-5 now in the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the first down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, it's Edwards.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the 7-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Edwards. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Gus Edwards taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Allen now looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Allen.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Over the middle, complete. That's caught. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 5 brings up
to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
30. That's another Bills first down.
Motion man is Shakir.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And again, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
The drive will start with an option going left. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
9 yards. That's good.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
to the air. Allen.
And this one too low.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Allen to throw once more.
Shakir hauls it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To the Bills, first down. 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Nifty move. A second juke. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
4 yards. That's another Bills first down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Allen running right on the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen from 17 yards out.
And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cook up the gut. He's got it to the 43 here. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 37.
37-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
Allen now on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Cook. Gets around him. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 36 yards. And the Bills have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Well, that situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
Bengals 28.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Bengals.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
At the Bills' 46-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
51 yards.
and the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back. And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points. A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
36, Bills 33.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They start the drive with Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This taken in by Kincaid.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Allen going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Burrow looking to pass. And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Up the middle, it's Cook. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
This is Brown going up the middle. A beautiful fake. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Cincinnati.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
39-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Draw play for Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Edwards now on first and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That's another Bengals first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The home team's offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Allen. And his throw is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Quick slant to Shakir. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Moore, the man in motion. Now Allen. Got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Allen to throw once more. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. To the air. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This time, Burrow will look to throw. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. McPherson on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now
Moore, the man in motion.
At the 32-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing, Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. A solid stiff arm. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills 1st down.
Here's Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. To throw is Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Bills.
Now Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Horton. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, happy with that.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end,
That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a